Well, things have changed.
900 nautical miles to go. The halfway point. The equivalent of driving from New York City to Miami, except imagine your car only goes 10 miles an hour. I'm Nathan, and this gorgeous woman is my first mate, Lindsay. Together we are crossing the Pacific Ocean from Australia to North America on this 50-foot Sane trawler. This week you join us halfway between Fiji and Tahiti. If you watched last week, then you saw as we enjoyed calm seas and generally awesome conditions for the first 5 days of our voyage. This week, however, that is all about to change.
It is a special kind of rowdy out here.
15-foot waves from the side turn to steep seas directly on our nose,
If you stand up and you're not holding on to something, you're falling over.
which forces us to slow to a crawl. Join us as we keep smiles on our faces and attempt to keep our lunch in our stomachs. We would love it if you would subscribe if you haven't. It really helps us a lot. Now enjoy the film.
It's no joke. It's no joke out here. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. It is night 5 on our crossing from Fiji to French Polynesia. I am on my night shift. I just started it. We actually just got done fixing a major mechanical. I don't know if you would call it major. I guess that depends. Depends on who you ask. We just got done fixing a mechanical that made our main engine not able to move forward. So I guess in that sense it was major. If you want to see that, watch last week's episode. We're picking up right where we left off. So Nathan has finally gotten to bed. Because of the mechanical, he's about 2 hours late for his time to go to bed and me to take over. The way that we do this is Nathan tries to go to bed around 7 o'clock p.m. and I take over the helm. I run the boat from around 7 p.m. till about 2 a.m. and then Nathan comes back up and then takes over for the rest of the day, and then I go to sleep and sleep for as long as I can, essentially. But tonight I'm hoping that I can just push a little longer so that he can get a little more sleep, since he didn't get to bed until, what time is it? Yeah, it's 10 o'clock now. So we'll see how long I can last tonight. And yeah, go from there. Welcome back. Glad you guys are here. This is the second half of the journey to French Polynesia. I am monitoring closely the temperature on the engine, the oil temp, and I also have a camera on the engine right now, making sure that we don't see any water spraying anywhere. So just because we had that fix that was so recent, I just want to watch it for a few hours and make sure everything's good, make sure all the gauges stay where they're supposed to stay. Okay. Whoa. Sea state is kind of picking up a little bit. I wasn't ready for that. 2 a.m. update. I've been sitting on my computer drinking tea, and I feel like I just need to get up and move around a little bit. So I'm gonna do some squats. Hopefully I don't fall over.
Lindsay is off to bed. Seems like we had a pretty good night last night. I was watching on the iPad because I didn't sleep super good. There was times we got up to 9 knots, so we had a little current with us, which is absolutely awesome. Give us a little bit of speed, save us a little bit of time. I'm about to do my logbook entry right now. So when I get up, I do the fuel burn calculations every single morning. But I'm about to put that in to my spreadsheet, which again, I do probably about 5 or 6 times a day, depends on the day. I'm not really a religious every single hour log taker. I am a pretty religious engine room checker. If you watched last week's video, then you understand why. That's what's going on here. I'm a little tired, if you can't tell, not quite myself. I will have my coffee, which is right here, I just got done making, and I'm sure be just fine for the day. And the sun is about to come up. It is 4 o'clock. I've been on shift for about almost an hour. Okay, so I just got off the phone with weather guy Bob from Omni. By the way, if you guys are looking for a weather guy, the guy is amazing. I'll put his link in the description. I mean, he's charging me. This is not sponsored. The guy's a legend, if you're interested. But anyway, he said that this front that we've been watching is definitely going to impact us. Not any more or less than we thought it was going to. But from here on out, we're probably going to have some rain showers, cloudy conditions. Because of that, and the fact that it is not raining right now, or just barely sprinkling, I have decided that for a couple of reasons, it's time to get the fuel off the decks. Now, I don't have enough room in the fuel tank to empty the entire forward bladder. So what I did was I strapped and supported the ends of the bladder so that it would not move if it was half full. And I'm going to empty 600 of the 1100 liters out of it. I'm just going to drain the 600 liters by gravity. There's no reason to hook the battery up because the forward one drains by gravity. It's slower, but we're not in a hurry. So that's what's going on this morning in Ruth Pearl. I look like I did not get very much sleep because I did not get very much sleep last night. But that is okay because I still am positive. I have energy. I feel good. I'm blessed to be here. So I could use a nap. We have another boat. First boat we've seen in, I don't know, 3 days. Well, we can't see it because it's 6 miles away. Oh wait, I think I might be able to see its sails. Yeah, I think I can. Hold on, I'm gonna get the binoculars. Yep, I can see its sails. You're not gonna be able to see it, but it's a sailboat out there on the Z horizon. Cool. Friends. Hi, friends. Okay, the transfer is done. So I'm gonna go switch that off, take data to be able to do a log, and then start putting fuel back into the port side. No, starboard side, sorry. I had to think about it and I still got it wrong.
Good evening, I guess. I didn't get up and around until like 1:30 or 2 today because I couldn't fall asleep until 5 or a little after 5 this morning. And then the seas got a little rowdy. Well, I wouldn't say rowdy, but they got rowdier. So anyway, it's just weird. Like by the time I get upstairs, I make some food, do a little bit of work on the computer, hang out with Nathan for a little bit. It's like almost dinner time. And I feel like I just got up. It's bizarre. Anyway, I decided that I needed, it's like probably almost 5 o'clock now, or like 4:40. And I decided that I needed to come up on the flybridge for a few minutes because I just need to be outside for a little bit. I like to be outside at least a little bit each day, and these seas are supposed to pick up over the next day, next 24 hours, so it might start spraying over the boat and stuff like that, and then you don't want to be up here. So I'm like, I'm just gonna come up here and hang out, get in as much time as I can. And it's actually sprinkling a little bit right now, but it's not heavy enough to be getting me underneath the hardtop. And then I'm gonna go down and make dinner. And dinner tonight is gonna be simple because I don't know, I feel pretty I feel tired today. Sun is going down a little bit earlier. I think we crossed a time zone. And we've got this storm rolling in here. So I guess we'll just see how that goes. We don't see any lightning, so that's good. That's always, as a boater, that's something that you always want to avoid. So neither of us are crazy hungry. So I'll just make some munchies, and then I'm gonna go wash my face and change into my jammies, and then Nathan's gonna go to bed. And that's it. That's how it all goes over again. It's a cycle.
This storm got a little on the rowdy side. It's nothing crazy. Winds, I think that the wind gauge is a little off though, because it says it's only blowing 10 knots, and by the flag it's closer to probably 15 with gusts at 20, but maybe that's right. Yeah, boat's handling it really well, but it's definitely it's definitely coming down out there.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This is the first part of this trip where I've started to feel not as good as I did before. So, to combat that, I am going to go into self-care mode tonight. And I'm gonna treat you guys with a face mask. You're welcome. First thing you wanna do, you gotta get these bangers out of the way. Oh boy. I don't know what I'm doing. Nobody do what I do. yeah. How am I looking? Wow. Okay, Nathan went down and went to bed. I am deciding to be more productive than taking pictures of my palms and putting them into ChatGPT and asking it to give me a palm reading. And I'm gonna do a little work. Also, face mask time is over. You guys probably can't tell, but I'm glowing. So yeah, gonna have some tea, gonna open the old laptop and see what I can get accomplished. The storm has passed. Now it's just kind of like sprinkling outside. So we got a good boat wash, nothing too dramatic, uneventful evening so far, which is really good.
Hello and good morning from Nathan's shift. It is bumpy today. We are getting a little bit closer to a frontal system that Bob from Omni, our weather guy, has been calling out ever since we started this trip. And we knew it was coming. Nothing dangerous at all, nothing even with any convective activity. I think I'm saying that right. Convective, I think is how you say it. Activity in it, meaning no thunder or lightning or very little. It has been bucketing rain down. I'm sure Lindsay told you last night that it rained, and it rained a lot this morning. And there's more on the radar. If you get out. Again, it's just rain, so all we're doing is getting boat wash after boat wash after boat wash, so not a big deal there. Nice and dry and cool in here. We don't have a lot of wind. We only have 2 knots of wind right now. But there's some stuff a long ways away churning the old girl up a little bit because the boat, she moving. These are big. I mean, I wouldn't even call these medium. This is in the last hour, this is ramped up gnarly. Like they are to the bottom of the flybridge on the boat when they go by. No joke. Like we'll go up one and come back down it, and we settle into the valley of one. I can look out the pilot house and it is above the windows. So I don't really know exactly how tall that is, but pretty decent size.
Well, things have changed. Things have changed out here. And I will say that my dance party has ended. And now it's a mad dash to make sure nothing breaks.
It's a different kind of dance.
Yeah, it's a different kind of dance. So far, I've put away everything that can break, I think. It's like every once in a while, there's like a rogue wave and then you hear another crash and then you gotta go find it. So far, we've only broken the top to the soap dispenser in one of the bathrooms. So we're doing pretty good, but I will say I'm a little edgy. Do you think that this is the biggest sea state that we've ever been in?
I don't know.
It's gotta be close. I asked Nathan if there were 20-footers. He laughed. They're not. They seem like it because we get really high up for a little while. And then we get pretty far down low for a little while. At least I've got my fruit up here. See? decided to put the knives away for a while. Things have calmed down slightly. We're both hungry, so I'm gonna try to make some soup. Nathan says that's not a good idea because it sloshes around, but I know, it's easy, so I'm gonna try. Wish me luck. Okay? Let's eat. It is 8 p.m. Nathan just went to bed, so I'm starting my watch. And it's still pretty rowdy out. Still raining really good. We're just kind of like in it. I mean, the radar is just showing just pockets of storms. They're pretty big, popping up all around us. Luckily, it's just rain. It's not horribly windy. I think it's 13 knots right now. So it's not great. It's not bad. I did not cover the herbs/herbs, depending on what part of the world you live in. They were uncovered earlier when it wasn't as bad, to get a little bit of light, because I have just like a trash bag with holes in it that I put over the top of them to protect them from spray. And I didn't recover them once I got aggressive, and now it's like just not even worth going up there. Like, I'm not gonna risk it's all wet and windy, and I mean, obviously I wouldn't do it now because Nathan's not even up here, but even when he was, it's like, all right, I love you plants, but just gonna have to pull through. Just getting used to the rolliness that is new, because if you watched last week's video, you saw that we had like this pleasant, wonderful first half of the trip, which I really appreciated. It was stressful at first because I had stuff flying all over the place. You know how that is, because you get set up for like a certain sea state, and you have some things sitting out or whatever, and it changes, and you're just running around trying to figure out what you forgot that you need to put away. I don't feel unsafe or anything, and I actually don't feel lethargic/seasick at all. I feel really good. I slept pretty good last night, strangely enough. Nathan hasn't been feeling great. He's kind of been under the weather and not so good, so I hope that he gets good sleep tonight and feels better tomorrow. All right, we just had, for sure, the biggest one yet. Literally, the back cushion on the settee downstairs in the salon came off. It was so big. The pillows went flying, drawers flew open. It was a whole deal. But I realized that half or more of the stress and anxiety that comes with rough seas like this is like things clanking and flying all over the place. Like, if I keep hearing those noises, it's like I never relax because I'm like, what's breaking? What, you know, you work so hard to like create a home, and then you just feel like your home is under attack. You know, it's just like, oh my gosh, stressful.
All right, 2 a.m. It's my shift. Let me tell you, you can't tell, but it is a special kind of rowdy out here. It is like if you stand up and you're not holding on to something, you're falling over, no matter how good your core strength is. Well, maybe not. Maybe just I need better core strength. But the stabilizers are deflecting as full as they possibly can towards the port side of the boat because we have pretty large, I'm not going to say massive, but pretty large waves coming in from the port side of the boat and trying to roll us. And I have stabilizers in heel mode, so it tries to keep us flat. This is when it gets a little tough because you can't sleep, so you feel tired. So you have to really strategize little like 10-minute naps when you possibly can. And it's just really important to stay hydrated, and keep food in your system. I just got a satellite image from the weather router, Bob, and it doesn't look like it's gonna get a whole lot better, which is fine. It's okay. It's not unsafe. It's just uncomfortable. That's what I told my mom.
Is ice press good for a hot water burn on my hand?
I'm just gonna level with you guys right now. This is one of those days where the last thing we want to do is film. We love sharing our lives with you guys. It's really fun. But we're exhausted. But it's one of those days where you don't feel like you feel good, you don't feel like you look good, you don't feel like you want to put your face in front of tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people. But I also want to document this well for us and for you. But you just get to the point where you're like, you know, you don't really want to eat anything because you're a tiny little bit nauseous, but then you have to eat something, then you're trying to make something and it spills or it falls, and it's like you stack things, right? It's like you're mentally able to positively handle, you know, a certain amount of stuff, and when you try to add filming and make sure the batteries are charged in the camera and make sure that it's someplace that it doesn't fall over, yeah, and you can't even walk without basically crawling pretty much. But here I am updating you. We are doing very well, but it is one of those days that you just want to put the iPad in front of you in the pilot house, put the radar and all the gauges on it, and lay in the settee and relax. I really wish I could invent something that would show you guys the sea state. So if I could figure out how to show you guys the sea state, I tell you, it would make these videos way more interesting.
Ha! It just looks flat. God, it sucks. Hey, are you sleeping now?
Yeah.
We have a little tiny hydraulic leak.
We do?
Yeah, just a little one. I tightened up started off the pump,
So I cleaned it up a little bit. It's just tiny, like just a little drip. So I tightened the pump up a little bit and cleaned it up, and we'll check it in a couple hours. The seas are leveling out just a little bit. Winds are decreasing, which was per forecast from my research on Predict Wind and Bob's research and our call this morning. Lindsay is definitely feeling a little lethargic today. It's starting to get to her. She can only go so long and push so long in this type of sea without needing to rest, which is totally fine. If she needs to kick it into gear, she can, but there's no reason to. So she's resting. She's gonna make dinner pretty soon. Let's say hi to her, see if she says hi. Hi, babe. Say hi to the people.
Hi, people.
She's doing great. Honestly, she's doing absolutely great. I couldn't ask for anything more. She is the best first mate ever. Okay, a few things I wanted to take you through. Number one, you guys see these things on the ceiling? Somebody's gonna ask about them. So because we only have the air conditioning on in the pilot house, and the pilot house air conditioning is too small to pull all of the moisture out of the air, these are insulated, but they still, because it is so hot outside, and I've got that pilot house pretty dang chilly because of my handy dandy door blanket thing there, there's still condensation forming in the ceiling. So the rags that are taped to the ceiling are to catch any drips, because the alternative to that would be to pull the ceiling down so that air conditioning's behind it, which I'm not doing, or turn the air conditioning off, which I'm not doing. So it's been raining, it's been humid, there's been so much moisture in the air, and then it's so cold in here, and it's just not, the air conditioner's not enough to pull the condensation out. We just need a dehumidifier, to be honest with you. So I taped up a couple of rags, because then it just drips in the rag. My hand is better. I burned my hand this morning a little bit making coffee, but it is better. I filmed that, but I probably am not going to show it because I didn't swear or anything, but it's not very good footage. Somebody on Facebook actually just asked me a great question. I figured I'd answer it here as well. They asked, in a big beaming sea like that, what speed do you try to maintain, or do you have to slow down? The answer to that question is, in a big beaming sea like that, I do not slow down at all. The reason being is because slowing down actually makes it less comfortable, because the stabilizers are less effective with less water flow. So unless you are crashing into it, unless it is forward of the beam, like up here, then we slow down. If it is anything sideways or behind us, we do not slow down, because the faster you go, the more the stabilizers work. If you get hit from the side and you ride up it and the stabilizer fins kick out to try to hold you level, the faster you're going, the more effective that is. Now, the caveat to that is if they're braking. If they're braking and they're that big, well, then we have other things to think about, whether we're possibly even going to adjust course to maybe take them a little bit more on the aft, or whether we're going to, if they're really, really bad, then we just turn into them. But here nor there, we do not adjust our speed at all with beaming or aft seas. We keep our power up. You want to keep your Steve up. You want to keep your Steve up. That's Steve. He's a good guy. I actually have two really good Steve friends, one with a Nordhaven 76. Hey, Steve. And then one that used to have a Nordhaven 41. Hi, Steve.
All right, I'm back, people. The seas have calmed. It's still not fully back to the sea state we had before, prior to getting into this weather. I will say that I got a little bit of sleep last night, but once I got up today, I had like no energy, full on lethargic, just laying around like a potato all day. It worked out. I feel pretty good now because the sea state has calmed down. I'm telling you, it is just bizarre how much of a difference it makes. Our bodies must be working so hard to try to just keep some sort of equilibrium, or I don't know what the science is or how that works, but our bodies must just be working so hard because it's like you're like two different people. Thank you guys for being here with us through all of this. It's a pleasure for us to document this life this crazy adventure that we're on right now. And yeah, can't thank you guys enough for being here. Getting close to the end of my shift, you guys. It's about 2:30. I got this head massager. You guys, if you don't have one of these, you're missing out. I think I'm gonna sleep pretty good tonight. It's definitely not as calm as it was before, but I don't think that that's gonna matter at this point. I'm pretty tired.
Lindsay did great last night. She just went to bed. It is about 2:30 in the morning. I slept really well. I only woke up like 2 or 3 times, which is great. And that means I feel pretty rested, which I needed. I took a shower this morning and shaved. If you can't tell, looking a little dapper, you know, ready to roll, except for the fact that my hair is crazy and probably have sleepies in my eyes and stuff, so I haven't had coffee or anything. The fuel burn last night was perfectly on point. We are exactly 1 day away, so a little bit more than 1 day. We should be getting there at daylight tomorrow. A little over 24 hours left. Boy, we're getting there. You guys having fun? Is the ride good for you?
If you watched last week's video, then you know that engine room checks are absolutely critical for any offshore passage. We do visual inspections every hour and full inspections every 3 hours. The first thing that I do that I feel like many captains miss is utilizing your sense of smell. Consciously stop and make sure that nothing smells abnormal. From there, I take physical pictures of each of the sight gauges for the fuel tanks. This allows me to put that data into my logbook when I get back to the pilot house. I only burn out of 1 tank at a time. When I do switch tanks, no matter if I've done it 1,000 times, I always visually double check and then take a picture so that I can refer to it later when I'm questioning myself as to whether I did it correctly. Then it's time to check over the main. I have several places on the main engine that I have paint marked to ensure that the bolt or nut has not come loose at all. Then I grab my heat gun and I start lasering the areas that I have predetermined with red dots that need the temperatures taken. Both alternators, the oil filter housing, the physical head itself, and the list goes on. This data is not something I put into my logbook every single engine room check. I add this to my log daily. This is absolutely captain's personal preference. I know some captains that log this information every hour and some captains that don't write it down at all. What you're comfortable with is completely up to you. However, I do recommend at least writing it down once a day. Now it's time to take a look at the hydraulic PTO, the shaft itself, and the dripless seal. From there, I simply walk around, continue to check my paint marks, and look for anything abnormal. I'm looking for any type of chafing on a wire or a hose. I'm looking for fluids, seeping, weeping, drips from absolutely anywhere under or beside the engine. And then I go straight to the stabilizers. Make sure all of the hydraulic lines are tight and not weeping. Make sure the ram doesn't have any fluid leaking out of it. And watch as it actuates at least a couple of times to ensure that there's nothing loose. And there you have it. Now it's time to head back up to the pilot house, log the data that we just took, and soak up some AC. I cannot tell you how many times these checks have saved my bacon. I highly recommend, if it's not part of your process, to make it part of your regular routine. You will not regret it.
Engine room check was good. Everything is running super smooth. The head seas are getting worse though. I talked to Bob. Bob said that there was a little bit of a gradient building up in front of us that was going to give us some headwinds, which is going to increase the head seas and decrease the period of the head seas. There's a chance we're gonna have to pull the power back because it is. Sorry, I'm trying to ride it out here. It's gotten to the point where if it gets too big and too short, then the boat kind of like jumps off of one wave and slams down into the next one, and that's very uncomfortable. Here's what it is. The shorter they are and the fatter they are, the worse they are. This boat has got a pretty decent beam to length ratio, but it still is only a 50-foot full displacement trawler, which means that she tries to bounce back up out of the water. Speaking of that, Lindsay is trying to take a shower in it, and I kind of laughed. Told her to use the seat. Oh gosh. She said she was going to be fine, so I'm sure she will be. And then we're going to make some pancakes for lunch / brunch. What do you think?
That sounds good.
The sun has just gone down. The seas have not changed. In fact, they've gotten worse. The winds right on our nose have kicked up. I've had to pull the throttle back. We're down to 1500 RPM, running 7 knots. The issue with that is that is going to put us in tomorrow, it looks like within an hour of sunset, which is not going to be super good for transiting the pass. And hopefully we get up there with a little bit more time than that. What I am hoping is that it lays down a little bit, just a little bit tomorrow. If we can get some just patches to where I can push it back up to 8 knots or 8.5, then we'll be good. But I'm definitely hoping we don't have to slow down more. The reality of the situation is, guys, we can't transit that pass in the dark. And there's no place to anchor outside. So if by chance the sea state gets worse and we have to pull the throttle back, then we're gonna have to pull the throttle way back and spend an entire another night at sea. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what tomorrow holds. Been a pretty rough day on Lindsay just because she tried to sleep in the forward cabin last night, and through the night it got bumpier and bumpier, and she was trying to kind of force sleeping in there and didn't get any sleep because it was just up and down and up and down. And so she's resting in the salon now. I have started the generator and turned the salon AC on. We're going to end up being there with more fuel than I thought. Well, we should land there with probably probably almost 2,000 liters left, which is great. That's a great reserve.
You guys, it is the last night. I can't believe it. It's the last night. It is not calm. It's aggressive. Very aggressive. I feel like the front of this boat is jumping on a trampoline, and I'm just along for the ride. Did get enough energy to make some pancakes, some protein pancakes, which is really just gluten-free pancakes that I dump protein powder in and hope for the best. It actually turns out pretty good. And I made some popcorn. So that's what I'm living off of today. That's what we're both living off of today. And yeah, it's just, I'm sorry, this is probably super boring, but this is the reality. This is what it's like when the seas are not happy. Nathan's going down to do an engine check right now. He's down there.
Can see out.
Sorry, I'm on the settee right now. This is usually my spot. So anyway, I'm starting my watch. He's doing that engine room check, gonna brush his teeth, and I think he's gonna try to sleep in the salon tonight because just because it's further back in the boat, and it's just so, we have head seas, and there's just so much movement downstairs. So anyway, that's what's going on. Jeez.
Boy, what a difference a day makes. Good morning. Let me tell you, yesterday I was all amped up that we were out of the bad conditions and into the better conditions, and today we are running into a very steep head sea, and it is uncomfortable. Not only is it uncomfortable, I have had to pull the power back all the way to 1100 RPM. So we are going 4.5 knots. Yesterday we were going 8 knots, happily just singing along, and we were going to be there today. And now, not only are we having to pull back for comfort because the boat just bashes and like these steep waves, it just pitches the nose up and just crashes down, and it's just, you have to slow down. The biggest issue with that is that we're not going to be able to get in before dark tonight, which means that we can't transit any of the passes to get into the island in the dark. I'm not going to do it. We've been given advice not to do it. I'm not interested in doing it, and we're not doing it. So that means that we have to slow way down and spend an entire another night at sea, which is just part of it, but definitely wasn't anticipated. It's tough, like when you get your brain set on something, like we're gonna be there tomorrow, you get all, like, okay, and then like it is really hard to amp your brain up to switch back into, nope, we're still in passage mode. I think that I have done it. I'm not sure Lindsay has. She's sleeping, so she has to sleep back there because you can't sleep downstairs right now because it's too steep, and the boat just goes like this and you go like this. A bird just landed on the bow, really pretty bird. I don't know what it is, I'll have to Google it. He is not very excited about the sea state either because he landed on the railing on the bow, and every single time the boat like ramps, it tosses him off, and he has to start flying again and then figure out how to land again with the boat moving. He's actually gotten pretty good at it, but he's gotten tossed off and re-landed like 10 times in the last 15 minutes. Hello, are you awake?
Yes. I'm awake. I'm alive.
Are you excited to still be moving instead of being still?
I really am tired of moving around. Tired of making sure this water doesn't fall on the floor. But we only have one more day, even though we thought that today was going to be the last day. It's not. That's okay, because we're survivors. We've been singing Beyonce all day.
It's really not that bad.
It's not that bad. Once we slowed her down, I'm gonna put some salt in this water, okay, so we stay hydrated. You gonna hold that? Thanks. This is a 2-person job. Just put a little bit in there. For any of you that are wondering, our water maker water is so pure that you have to add minerals back in, or else you don't. I put a little bit of this magnesium salt. You got that?
Yep.
There we go. Okay, that's what you gotta do. You gotta add the minerals back in.
I started the water maker, so it's rolling. Do not mind my crazy hair. I need a haircut, and it's just what it is right now.
We don't even care what we look like anymore.
Did you see everybody's idea about putting a towel over it?
Yeah, I did it yesterday. It worked great.
Did you tell the people?
No. It's time for my last shift. Thought it was last night, but it's tonight. We just got done watching Supercross, made some popcorn, made some pancakes again. We've just been living off popcorn and protein pancakes for the past 2 days. But there's actually a boat out there and I can see it. Our first boat. I filmed it, but I had to zoom in and the boat, like our boat is moving so much, so it might be kind of annoying to see, but anyway, they're flashing a light every few seconds. So cool to see somebody out here. We're getting close.
There he is.
Cool. Oh, whoa.
Second boat we've seen this trip.
Second
boat in 10 days. All right, so here's what you're watching out for tonight. Obviously, that boat.
Watch out for the boat. Got it.
Don't hit the boat.
Got it.
Then right here, we're gonna go by it. There's a little shoal here. Now the shoal is 244 meters deep, so not a big deal. But this says that there's a yellow buoy. If I'm not awake right here, then you're gonna wanna keep your eye out just in case that thing is not where it says that it is.
Okay. Okay, so this boat is officially on the other side of us. It was slowly crossing our path, like several miles out. I can hear Nathan just fell asleep. I can hear him. So that's good. I hope he gets some good sleep tonight. He'll be up probably around 2 o'clock, and then around 3 is when we're actually gonna get there. So then we'll just have to hang out and probably cruise around the outside of it until we have enough sunlight to be able to navigate the pass through the reef. So we tried to time it right, but it just didn't work out. I will say that that us slowing down as much as we did to smooth out the ride has been worth it, worth the extra night for me, because I mean, it's hard for me to even film, it's hard for me to create any type of good video when we're just hammering through it, but I know that that's part of it, so I want to be able to show that to you guys as well. But I just gotta tell you, it's not easy. I have exciting news. We now have land on the radar. I can't say land ho because I can't see land, but I can see land digitally. I'll show you.
Good morning, good morning, good morning! Yes, I have lots of energy this morning because number 1, I got really good sleep, and number 2, we have land ho on the radar. I'm not sure I could swim there, so I'm not going to call it yet, but it's on the radar. Pretty stoked about that. That's what's up. But we're in French Polynesia. We're in French Polynesia, baby. My gosh, we made it here. Oh, that's all the major upwind runs from Australia. It's no joke, guys. We did it. We all did it. It's no joke. It's a pretty cool accomplishment. Not gonna lie. Okay, I'm gonna have my smoothie now. Good morning. Okay, guys. Land ho. But we can't. Lindsay's still sleeping, and I really want her to get some rest while we're still waiting for the sun to come up to transit that pass, so we can't say land like we really want to. Shh. But we made it. I can dinghy or swim to shore. That means we made it. Okay, everyone. Lindsay is awake. And guess what?
Land ho!
Land ho! Day number 10.
We made it.
We made it.
We
We made it. Now we just have to transit this pass and we'll be home free. It's a little tricky one, so we're gonna get to work.
Let's do it.
But we made it. 10 days at sea. You frickin' rocked it.
Thank you.
Babe, you did amazing.
Thank you.
I just had to wake her up. So she's like, okay,
Yeah.
let's go. Getting all
A little
psyched.
tired.